Hi, my name is Mikey, and I basically just want to make this video real quick because I had this epiphany rather that I just wanted to present to you guys, and I wanted you guys to be able to just think along with me, maybe bring up some points that you agree or disagree with, and just hear me out for a second. But I've been wanting to write an essay for a while now, a couple days, maybe a week, and it got into a point where I just started sample writing stuff that I wasn't even sure, like just like writing a stream of consciousness, and I would stop midway through and be like, okay, well, this isn't gonna work out. I need something that's a bit more structured. And me and my family ended up going out to eat one night, and as we were coming back, I started going off on this rant almost. It started off with psychosis and how I think that's going to be a problem in the upcoming future. I mean, you have all of these teenagers, all these people, not even teenagers, just vaping and using nicotine products and THC products and even Delta 8 and all that other shit that we don't know what's inside. And as they're intaking all of these substances, these chemicals are fucking messing with their neurosystem, whatever, and it's gonna fuck them up. It's gonna induce a psychosis, a drug induced. And as we were talking about that, I ended up diverging over into this other rant where I was talking about social media and how people were so susceptible to, or I'd rather say gullible, and well, no, susceptible would be the right word, to what's being displayed there. And you have apps like TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts where they're constructed into this highly addictive method where it's just swiping. You swipe up and you double tap, and it's 60 seconds long. So you're being given all this information instantly, requiring no critical thinking whatsoever, and all this information is being thrashed down your fucking throat, and you're here sitting down not knowing what to do with it. So you kind of just believe it, and as you're believing it, you're not knowing whether this is true or not, and it's a mess. I'm sorry, I got Arizona and Chipotle delivered to me. But where was I? And I say it's a mess because I remember this philosopher, Friedrich Nietzsche, and he brought up a very interesting point in his writing, The Birth of Tragedy. And he was explaining how in Greek art, you have Dionysian and Apollonian art, Dionysian being the logical formation of art, and Apollonian being the emotionally derived pieces of art that was made from the Greeks. And all of this Dionysian Apollonian art derived from Greek religion, which was already a social construct in itself. And if you look at what it is that they're making and how it was misconstrued throughout time, this is his critique, that throughout time, Socratic rationalism grew farther and farther away from what the true meaning of this art was, because it logically broke it down and it tried to understand the logicality behind of it, but rather than its true emotional meaning. And we ended up making up this whole interpretation of the art almost. And if we look at that in social media, we have a very similar effect playing. And if you add AI into the picture, and AI, what that's doing is that it's already implementing itself into the workforce. And I mean, if you look at the statistics, by 2030, 30% of jobs are going to be affected by AI significantly. And if you look at the education system as well and how AI has integrated its way into that, 60% of students in college are admitting that they've cheated using ChatGPT since its release. And if you find it now to be implemented into media, social media, then that's which it already is. I mean, you have these voices that are being mimicked by AI. You got the Scarlett Johansson thing. You got those Donald Trump TikToks where he's reading an excerpt written by the user. It's gonna be completely ridiculous. We're gonna not even understand what truth means. I mean, if you look at politics, for example, the people that we're supposed to trust, and the political division in social media, and how there's a stigma for the red party, there's a stigma for the blue, and how they're all combating against each other, then they're gonna just use AI and social media to help influence the audience to follow their side. And then we're gonna have a whole world where it's just a bunch of media being instantly created like nothing, that's filled with interpretational biasness, and just, it's not gonna make any sense. It's not gonna make any sense. Doesn't make sense. If you were to compare AI with Socratic rationalism, which is already a bit funny because they both fall into the line of logicality. And if you were to grab Greek art, Greek tragedy, and you were to put the two together, then we're gonna fall farther and farther away from the truth. That's just how it is. We're not gonna understand what's real or what's fake. And we're gonna just be fed into it like that. You know, we're just gonna be susceptible to it because it's just bullshit. I don't know, but I don't know. I just had that thought, and I wanted to get it out. I mean, that's what I'm gonna be writing my essay about, and I don't know what the consequences of that's exactly gonna be, but it's not looking good. I don't like it, at least. You know, I never liked it. But yeah. Thank you for wasting your time.